Hello, my friends. Welcome back to part 2 of Module 4, Lesson 29. All right, let's get right down to business. This 29, the objective is to connect division by a unit fraction to division by 1/10 or 100th. Okay, so this is by 100th. So now, right away, we're going to start with the conversion. So that will be step number 1. Let me just move this information here. So this is our step 1. Let me type step 1 inside. Step 1. Okay, convert decimals into fractions. All right, let's get right down to it. So we're going to convert this decimal number into a fraction. So we'll be, because you have two decimals after to the right of the decimal point, that means that it gives us the understanding that we have to convert them into hundredths. So we're going to write 437 hundredths divided by this is going to be hundredths. So those are the hundredths. So divided by 100th. Okay, so now we have into fractions. Let's do now the methods. We're going to do method number 1, which we're going to use the keep, change, and flip strategy. Let me model that for you. So now we're going to rewrite that's the first fraction, 437 hundredths. We're going to change that to a multiplication, and we're going to flip this fraction. So the denominator becomes the numerator, and the numerator becomes the denominator. Now we can solve this, but we notice something that on the numerator here, that can be divided by 100, and this denominator can be divided by 100. Okay, so let's do that. So let's rewrite 437 over 100 divided by 100 equals 1 times 100 divided by 100 equals 1, and the 1 on the denominator. So when you do the math on that particular problem, so we're going to rewrite it in this way. It's going to be 437 times 1 equals 437. 1 times 1 equals 1, and 437 divided by 1 equals the same number. So that's the answer, 437 hundredths. Because remember, we converted into hundredths right here. How many hundredths are in that number? So that's how many there are in it. Our second way to solve this problem is this one. We're just going to rewrite. Let me move my screen down a little bit. Rewrite the fraction the way we wrote it in the beginning. So we're going to copy this. 437 hundredths divided by 1 over 100. Okay? So when you do the multiplication, when you multiply here, here's the trick for this method number 2. You're going to multiply across. Okay? And the answer is going to be on the numerator. The answer is going to be there. So now will be 437 times 100. That's going to be let me use my marker. 43,700. That's correct. 700. Let me write this correctly. 437 and 00. And what is we're going to do the other one. So now we're going to multiply the denominator of the first fraction with the numerator of the second fraction, and that answer is going to be written on the denominator. So that's going to be 100 times 1 equals 100. So let's continue with the process. So the answer is 43,700 divided by 100. So we can just, these two numbers can be divided by 100 because look, that's 100 and this is 100. So you can divide both of them by 100. And when you do that, these two cancel out. So the answer is 437 over, and 100 divided by 100 equals 1. And again, any number divided by 1 equals the same numbers, 437 hundredths. So that will be our answer for this problem. So now let's write the problem down with the answer on the answer column. So as a result, is 4 and 37 hundredths divided by 100 equals 437 hundredths. Okay, let me make sure I wrote all the numbers correctly. And yes, I did. Watch the video again and just learn it, my friends. These are very good methods that you can review, and you have the advantage to rewind this video if you need to. Signing out, your coach that is happy to be able to do this for you and for me.